Hello, hello, and welcome to the chapter review for One Piece, chapter 1094. So we're coming back after another break. Should be interesting. We'll be probably getting the continuation of Luffy versus Kizaru. That will be very interesting to watch as we head towards the climax of the Egghead Island arc. We got a nice cover here, cover for Shonen Jump. It has Luffy and Kizaru on the cover. Really nice art. Looking good. We got a note from Oda here. Big thank you to Sekai no Owari and Chili Beans, artists behind the songs used for the anime's new opening and ending sequences. The animation accompanying the new opening is so captivating. Can't say how satisfied I was watching it. Ichiro Oda. Ooh, we've got another nice piece of cover art. It is all the swordsmen connected to Wano. We've got Zoro here, front and center. We've got the Uchitsu or Shimotsukis. We've got Ryuma here, zombie Ryuma specifically, because living Ryuma hasn't been shown in the story. We've got someone in the back. We've got Yasui. So basically everyone connected to Wano and Zoro, specifically Zoro. Really nice cover page. It'll be interesting to see if Oda decides to do more of these related to perhaps the other Straw Hats. One of the Census Soaring Jikoku Dragon. So we've got. Wait a minute, where's the title? No title? Okay, the title is upcoming. So we've got our first page here. Atlas speaking. Will the new order work? Your new mission is to eradicate every last marine on the island. And then we get the image of the authority chain for the pacifista. Vegapunk is highlighted, and yes, as I expected in the last chapter, the five elders are above Vegapunk. So Atlas is giving the command to the pacifista to eradicate every last marine on the islands. But since we know that one of the five elders is there, his order can override the orders given by Vegapunk. So we've got our chapter title, St. J. Garcia Saturn of the Five Elders, the Defense Science Warrior God. So that indicates that St. J. Garcia might actually be on the move in this chapter. An order from Vegapunk. This is bad. So we've got Marines that heard the order. It was broadcast across the island. And now we've got the pacifista hearing that order and immediately turning on the Marines, starting to fire on them. Get away from the pacifista. We've got them firing lasers at the Marines. Fuck. Yeah. Wah. Ooh, there. Pacifista are going on a rampage here. Huff, huff. Does this mean Vegapunk has left the dome? Over there. Atlas, quick. We have to find Bonnie. Bonnie, how the heck are we meant to drive straight down? We just end up falling? The Vega tires on either side are made of the same kind of sky cloud as the road. Bonnie-chan has a particular property which makes it stick to itself. We won't be falling anywhere. So that's interesting. The cloud on the that make up the wheels on the side of the Vega Tank 8 are the same kind of sky cloud as the road, and they automatically stick, so that explains why they weren't falling. Got Sanji, found her. Frankie, for real, Sanji? When has my lady radar ever been wrong? That radar doesn't sound very scientific, but I'll have some faith in you. Appreciate it, but this tank is too slow for my burning heart. I'll be right back. Sanji. So, Sanji has located Bonnie, spotted Bonnie. And he is using Skywalk to go down and grab her. Now back to Bonnie. Where did that scamp get to? Good. Sounds like the pacifists are back on our side. So we've got looks like one of the Navy Vice Admirals swinging at Bonnie. She dodged the attack. And there she is. Okay, so Bonnie has what looks like a pistol of some kind of gun. She pulls it out. NDE. And opens fire on the Marine soldiers while doing a flip in the air. NDE, short for near-death experience. Ah! So this is obviously part of Bonnie's powers. I'm trying to figure out exactly what it does. So she has a pistol. It fires what are not, doesn't look like they're exactly bullets. They're almost like paintballs, possibly, something similar to that. And it landed on a Navy soldier. And when the Navy soldier touched it, he saw himself as a dead skeleton, and the shock from seeing that made him pass out. So the question I have here is, the technique is called near-death experience, or NDE. So, first of all, what are these bullets comprised of? Because when we've seen Bonnie use her powers previously, they usually involve touching the person and causing their age to change. But I'll have to go back to previous chapter because I do remember she used or has she? I believe she used an attack that was like an area of effect. It affected multiple naval officers and de-aged and aged them. But the question is, what are the bullets comprised of? Are they some kind of jewels, like the jewels from her other attack? Or are these bullets made of something else? And then the question of what if the effect exactly is. Because from the look of the panels, did the soldier did the Marine actually age up physically to the point of being dead or near dead? But if he's a skeleton, he's got to be dead, so did he age up to being dead and then revert back to his actual age and pass out from the shock? Or was it just an illusion of being that old, which would indicate a new power Bonnie has? Or to be more precise, Bonnie's showing off a power that we hadn't seen before, that she can create the illusion of age, or of a person aging or de-aging, rather than just physically aging them. Which is interesting. It opens up a lot of new venues to her power. Because so far we've only seen her actually physically change the ages of people. If she can create illusions that make them think that that their age has been changed, that is a whole new avenue to her power. So this is probably something that might need a little bit more explanation and clarification in the future. Okay. So next part. Hey, what's gotten into you guys? I saw the river Styx. Stop right there, Bonnie. So yeah, the Vice Admiral is talking to the Marine soldiers that got shot, and they're all passed out and shaking on the ground, saying that they saw the river Styx. So that does lend a little bit more credence to the idea that it was just an illusion of death, not actual death that they saw. And I guess that does fit with the name near-death experience, even though I suppose that can be taken literally or figuratively. And we've got Bonnie running towards Pacifista. Pacifista responding, I won't let you pass. What? But how is... And here it shows that the Pacifista wasn't actually talking, but riding on his back, where Bonnie couldn't see, was Navy HQ Vice Admiral Bluegrass. Don't panic, dearie. It's only this unit that hasn't been affected by the new orders. I made it my personal ride. I'm a driver woman who can hijack anything thanks to the ride fruit. I take it offering you will lift the age curse on my equal subordinates. And then Bonnie is completely stunned because, of course, the Pacifista looks just like Kuma. Daddy, give them back their lost years. And now the Pacifista is preparing to fire a laser. So let me scroll back up. Yep, Vice Admiral Bluegrass. So, interesting. She ate the ride fruit and is a driver woman. So she can hijack anything and turn it into her personal ride. And she took this particular pacifista, and she said that there's a time curse, age curse on her subordinates. So which subordinates are those? Maybe they're the Marines from previous chapters that have been affected by her fruit. So I'm not seeing any Marines in the background other than the ones that so yeah, I guess she's talking about some Marines that were off screen, maybe from the previous chapters, that actually were de-aged or aged up by Bonnie. So the pacifista is here firing a laser at Bonnie, and she is pushed out of the way or grabbed and pulled out of the path of the laser. Bonnie Chan, you can't let yourself freeze up like that. Blackleg? They told me about Kuma being your dad. I get it, but you've got to keep a cool head. So Sanji grabbed Bonnie and pulled her out of the way of the laser. And now we've got someone attacking. Okay, it's that same Marine Vice Admiral. Except it looks like he has transformed into an animal and is swinging his club, which I should have noted earlier. His club is a shell. It's like a scallop shell. Whack an otter. So he swings the club down and misses Sanji. Sanji's running with Bonnie in his arms. For now, let's just get out of here. Bonnie, Sanji-kun, hop in. Vegapunk, let's head back. Let's head back. The pacifists are already on our side again. We don't have any business left down here. Now we've got the Labostratum. Luffy and Kizaru are still fighting. I'm afraid I've got a job to do, and I can't finish it if we keep playing around. Pant, pant. That's the idea. I'm doing my job. Ha ha ha. Well, this is a problem. Kizaru turning into a beam of light and trying to escape. Hey, get back here! We've got Luffy running after him. Kizaru noticing something. What the? Zoro noticing something. And Lucci noticing something. Luffy noticing something too. Jinbei too noticing. What is this ominous presence? Hurry! Don't tell me. Pacifista units. Cease all action immediately. Okay, so that's pretty big. Let's stop and take a moment here. This is obviously St. J. Garcia going into motion. And on the island, almost everyone seemed to sense his presence. Kizaru sensed it, Luffy sensed it, Zoro, Lucci sensed it. Jinbei sensed it. We got a shot of Chopper, Usopp, and Nami, and shot of the Marines, and the remaining Marine Vice Admirals, and they noticed it. And we've got the shadow with the glowing eyes. Saints giving a command to the entire island. All pacifista units stand down. And the pacifista are standing down. Atlas has noticed it. How strange, the pacifista aren't trying to protect us anymore. Hey, did you forget your orders? But only people with higher authority clearance than us are the 5 elders. Uh-oh. Okay. So a magic circle, a pentagram looking symbol has appeared on the ground in the middle of, I guess, the island? Or the middle of the battlefield where the Marines are. Ooh, a magic circle. This is most peculiar. We must hurry. Something is coming. All Marines on the island be advised. Saint Saturn of the 5 Elders is about to make a landfall on Egghead. Huh? One of the 5 Elders is here? Any Marine below the rank of Commodore is hereby ordered to avert their gaze. Transgressors will not be forgiven. What was that explosion? That announcement mentioned the 5 elders. One of them actually came all the way here? 5 elders. They are the most powerful authority figures in the world. What? It doesn't matter. We're getting out of here. Hang on. And now we've got a shot of the magic circle. So it's a star. It's surrounded by symbols that look like the number 5, which kind of makes sense for 5 elder stars. And in the middle of the circle, a shadowy figure is emerging, coming out of the center of the circle. Sanji is looking. That circle, something's coming out of it. What the hell is that? Some kind of monster? Or is he some kind of monster? This Marine looking quiet. We're not meant to see. He just might. And then gleam. Okay, so a Marine was looking on and obviously wasn't the rank that he was supposed to be. Saint J. Garcia gave him a look and looks like his head blew up. Okay. Okay. I almost can't remember the last time I came to the surface. And whoa, St. J. Garcia. So, looking at his design here, he's unleashed whatever his power is. He's looking super demonic. He's got massive horns coming out from his head. His beard is grown out super long, and it's like consumed his head almost. He's gotten way bigger. His hands are like demon hands. And I'm noticing very, very distinctly that he has the swirling cloud sort of cape around him that indicates, that so far has indicated an awakened devil fruit. Except his is billowing black smoke. I think Lucci's was black smoke as well, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think Lucci's was black smoke as well. So I think this billowing smoke cloud sash cape thing is definitely an indication of awakened devil fruit. Because if that's the case for St. J. Garcia here, that means we'll have seen it 3 times on 3 different awakened devil fruits. At that point, we can say that it's got to be a standard. So let's get back to reading here. I almost can't remember the last time I came to the surface. Oh, I didn't also mention that St. J. Garcia seems to have multiple legs here, like a insect of some kind. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 4 legs, maybe more. And we've got a reintroduction here. Highest authority of the world government, 5 elder planets, defense science warrior god, St. J. Garcia Saturn. So this pretty much confirms that the 5 elder stars are strong. At least, well, it's hard to scale them because we haven't ever seen them fight, but you've got this transformation. It's definitely really intimidating. He's very powerful. He killed a, I guess a low-level Marine just by looking at him with a glare. So this indicates that the 5 elder stars are powerful, and if the 5 elder stars are powerful, that means Eem is probably powerful as well. So this sets up that the 5 elder stars and Eem are all going to be fighting. But I'm wondering, what the heck kind of devil fruit is this? He looks demonic. It's awakened. He's got horns. He's got, it looks like 4 legs. It could be more than 4, but in this introduction panel, I only see 4. And counting his 2 arms, that would be 6 legs / arms. 8 would mean he's a spider of some kind. Okay, let's get back to reading. Next page. Bonnie seeing it. What is that thing? And Sanji, up top, look out. He's going for the clouds. Okay, that's Kizaru firing a laser through the cloud road so that the Vega tank will fall because it can't cling to the clouds anymore. Oopsie, almost had you there. It's Kizaru. Yeah, oh. Huff, huff. Hold it, Kizaru. Geez, haven't you reached your limit with that form yet? We're counting on you, Luffy. Leave it to me, but Kizaru fires a laser at Luffy. It misses. Ah! Gum gum. White Star Gun. Whoa. Okay. So Luffy inflated his arm. Did a wind up. And span around. And White Star Gun, which is, I think it's the same attack he used on Kaido. That one big face punch. And he did it to Kizaru here. Hockey-coated fist right into the side of Kizaru's head, and it has the same rubber effect. And we get lots of... We got... Yep, the lightning, so it's Conqueror's Haki infused. And we've got stars coming out of Kizaru. Okay, Kizaru. This isn't good. Now I'm really at my limit. Luffy-kun. And we got Luffy deflating and looking old like he did on Wano. And there's St. J. Garcia responding, Nika. Okay, and now we get a back view of St. J. Garcia, and yep, there's 2 more legs, so he is a spider. He's got 6 legs, and then the 2 arms with hands on him, which is 8 arms / legs total. And also we can see he's got that huge spider abdomen on his back, or behind him. So I'm gonna say this is a variation on the spider fruit. Or wait a minute, maybe it's not a variation because let's see, on Wano, Black Maria was a gifter, so I believe she was a gifter. Pretty sure she was a gifter. She was a gifter, so she had a clone of a model of the spider fruit, I believe. Which confirms there is a spider fruit out there. So what St. J. Garcia has is probably a model of the spider fruit. Very safe to say. But okay, back to what's going on here in the panel. We've got Luffy, he's deflated and old. St. J. Garcia saw Nika, and he says, Nika, crash. Luffy crashed to the ground, crashed into a building. The Vega tank also fell to the ground and crashed. Uh-oh. St. J. Garcia is standing there over them very ominously. The tank has crashed right in front of him, so Frankie is helping Vegapunk up. Are you okay, Vegapunk? Sanji's holding Bonnie. Atlas-chan, you're not hurt, right? I'm fine. And they're all standing right in front of St. J. Garcia. Vegapunk. Saint Saturn, I assume. In the flesh. I see you have managed to cling onto life, Vegapunk. I have given the order, Vegapunk. Bonnie-chan. Bonnie leaps off and grabs the sword. I've given you order, Vegapunk. Erase his individuality completely. Make sure no trace of him remains. But if we do that, Kuma... So Bonnie grabs the sword, leaps into the air while remembering these words. And she stabs St. J. Garcia. He doesn't look too disturbed by it. Saint Saturn, pierced by her fury. Chapter end. So, wow. Okay. This is a pretty big chapter. So, let's see. Going off. Okay, we've got the Pacifista are standing down currently, so they're not doing anything. The Marines are probably also standing down because St. J. Garcia has landed on the island, and they aren't too, and most of them aren't allowed to look at him, so they're going to be standing down. The Vice Admiral should be able to be in action, but they might not be doing anything at the moment. The escape plan is starting to fall apart a little bit. Atlas, Sanji, Vegapunk, Frankie are... well, they're now stuck right in front of St. J. Garcia. It's hard to make out if Luffy defeated or disabled Kizaru with that attack. It seems like he might have. So maybe Kizaru is out of the picture for now. But Luffy is also down because he reached his limit in Gear 5th. St. J. Garcia recognized him as Nika. I mean, since Wano, they already knew that he had the awakened fruit, but I guess now one of the elders has laid eyes on it and confirmed it beyond the shadow of a doubt. I have a questions. So we've got a new variation slash ability in Bonnie's power. She can apparently create the illusion of being aged through her powers. I think this Vice Admiral here with the shell on the end of his mace thingy can transform into an otter because the dialogue suggested that, and he looked like he transformed into an otter when he tried to attack Sanji. Sanji holding Bonnie. We still haven't seen the robot take action, so there's still that. Maybe the robot is going to be the thing. And I guess we sort of have confirmation here that the admirals are not really that much of a problem for Luffy in Gear 5th. I guess since St. J. Garcia arrived, Luffy and or Zoro and Lucci's fight is probably going to be on hold. I imagine Luffy will. I imagine Lucci will try to help Saint J. Garcia by killing Vegapunk, carrying out his order and killing Vegapunk. So if Kizaru is down, then Lucci will leap in to complete that mission. Also, Zoro will probably, now that he knows St. J. Garcia is there and threatening other members of the Straw Hat crew, he will probably want to go help them anyway. So I think this is going to be the end of the clash between Zoro and Lucci. The fight between Luffy and Kizaru is probably also at an end here. So St. J. Garcia has a version of the spider fruit. I don't know if it's mythical or not. Maybe it's mythical, maybe it's not. It's definitely awakened either way because we've got the billowing smoke cape. And if he has an awakened zone devil fruit, that means that the other elders each have to have an awakened devil fruit, which would make sense because the shadows that we saw of the elders activating their powers against Sabo, that indicated that the elders each, it looked like they each turned into some sort of animal or creature. So could all of them be awakened zone fruits? And since they are the five elders, it would be very logical to assume that they're all awakened mythical zone fruit. Because it seems that mythical zones are the top of the pyramid in terms of devil fruit powers. It would be mythical zone, then Logia, then regular zone, then Paramecia. I think that would be the scale. perhaps more of a general scale, at least in terms of rarity, that is pretty accurate. In terms of strength, it sort of correlates, but it's a little bit more nebulous there. But it's interesting that none of the elders are Logia. That is interesting. I would have expected at least one of them to be a Logia of some type, but maybe not. And I guess that sort of tracks because the, well, not all of them, but the three main original Navy admirals all represented Logia. Yeah. So I guess they represent Logia, and then the Gorosei will represent mythical zone. But okay, that's very interesting. And St. J. Garcia is massive, so that is also interesting. The question, another big question is, what is the meaning of this magic circle? What is going on with that? Let's see. It's not teleportation. And I guess the first thing to establish is wonder about is that magic or not? It appears out of nowhere. There's seemingly no person or device that cast it or projected it. It just seems to appear out of nowhere in the middle of the battlefield. Hmm. So could that be the result of someone's devil fruit? But whose devil fruit? Could that be something that St. J. Garcia can do with his devil fruit? I don't want to say that because it feels like this should be something that all five of the Elder Stars can do. And it seems to be indicated by the fact that it is a pentagram with a star in it. And each of the five segments has a 5 in it. Okay. Lots of flame, lightning. It comes out of the circle. It's like a demon summoning, but not. St. J. Garcia grows to many times his size. He's, uh, Not quite giant size, but pretty big. Around, yeah, around Big Mom slash Kaido size. All the other Gorosei will probably be around this size as well when they're transformed. They didn't give us what his devil fruit power is, so we can only guess, but it's pretty obvious by the clues we get from his shape. He's definitely a spider. The billowing cloud cape, he's definitely awakened. An awakened zone. Luffy is down. And it makes me wonder, since events happen so quickly, it's hard to tell. I'm guessing St. J. Garcia will prioritize killing Vegapunk. Even with Nika right there, and in a weakened state from fighting Kizaru. Let me go back up to that panel. So yes, the White Star gun hits Kizaru. I don't know if it knocked Kizaru out or not, because we just get a panel of the rubbery effect and Luffy's fist going through his head. This isn't good. I think that's Luffy. Maybe it's Kizaru. In the next panel, now I'm really at my limit. Luffy falling to the ground. He falls to the ground. He's tired and messed up, but he doesn't seem to have fallen out of Gear 5 yet, laying on the ground. So maybe he's still conscious and still in Gear 5. The tank falls to the ground. Everyone in front of Saint Saturn. So I guess he would focus on killing Vegapunk over attacking Nika at this point. And then Bonnie. Interesting with Bonnie here. So Bonnie remembering. This might be what she learned from Kuma's memories. So, but she's remembering, I've given the order, Vegapunk. Erase his individuality completely, make sure no trace of him remains. But if we do that, Kuma, he stabs Saint Saturn. So, question. Where did the sword come from? This is a minor thing. I think it's just a random sword she picked up off the ground, but it's a katana, so it might not be a random sword. It could be a Bonnie sword. But I don't think Bonnie has been shown to use a sword. And then there's the question of the gun, the pistol that she used. Where did that come from? So these are little details. But then we have the question of, since she stabbed Saint Saturn, it kind of lends itself to that in the memory she saw from Kuma, she must have seen that Saint Saturn was the one who gave the order to erase Kuma's memories. He gave the order to Vegapunk, and Vegapunk carried it out. Which is why she's attacking Vegapunk, or attacking Saint Saturn. But then, how is Saint Saturn going to respond to this? And also, where is Kuma? Could Kuma be on his way here to Egghead finally? It's possible. But yeah, things are really kind of messing up here. St. J. Garcia being strong really throws a wrench into the works here. Maybe there is, I guess the robot is still an option for providing a way for the Straw Hats to escape the situation. Well, this brings up a whole question. Since they are also awakened Zone Devil Fruits, maybe mythical Zone Devil Fruits, does that put them on the level, the five elders, on the level of Gear 5 Luffy? Or are they above that level? At or above? And if they are at or above, that indicates that Luffy might not be quite ready to take them on. Because Meme has to be stronger than the Gorosei. Okay. This just raised the stocks of the Gorosei and Eam. The possibility of them being the end boss quite a bit. But, wow. Blackbeard, Shanks. Hmm. Huh. And if the Gorosei are this strong, then... And if Luffy did take down Kizaru, then for the Admirals, that means they are maybe not quite endgame bosses. They're probably the stage before endgame, maybe. Or just in the mix, since there will be a final war, so we could be looking at power players that will be key during that war. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they will be strong enough to be final bosses. Okay, I think that is going to be it for this review. It has swung open quite a few doors. I am starting to have less and less of a clear vision on how they get out of Egghead. Basically, everything is riding on that robot activating in my mind. I think maybe the robot can do something. Maybe, yeah, maybe the robot can still activate and do something that allows the Straw Hats to escape. I'm not expecting Jay Garcia to have any mercy or let the Straw Hats go unless something stops him. The same case with Kizaru and Lucci, but Lucci is rather at the lower end of that. Lucci is not much of a concern at all. Kizaru is kind of a big concern, and Saint Saturn J. Garcia is a massive concern. And then there's the Marines, but they kind of don't matter much at this stage. The Pacifista are standing down at the moment. But even when they're activated, they are, I guess, combined with Kizaru, they're kind of a problem. But yeah, it's a good thing we're not getting a break next week, so we can hop right on to the next part of this story. So, thank you so much for watching. Please like and comment and subscribe and all that. And I will catch you next week. Bye.